Welcome to IPL 5. This is Gwin here, live from Las Vegas, and I am here with none other than Complexity Sasquatch.
Sup?
Sup?
Not much.
Oh, okay. Well, we're here in Vegas. Vegas is awesome, by the way, because
We're in a studio.
You're not supposed to tell people that, Gage. You're like, okay, fine. All right, there's a fan over there. It's blowing wind at us, and there's a nice green screen, and we got some video going behind. But now all of these interviews are a fraud.
Yeah, they're ruined. Sorry.
I'll forgive you someday. Maybe.
Okay.
All right. Speaking on IPL 5, though, which we're pretending to be at, that field is stacked. Like, there's a million Koreans there. How did this happen?
IPL is just really good at getting Koreans here, I guess. They have the qualifiers. I mean, there's no open bracket. It's just we'll pay for some of the trips. We'll do other stuff that makes the Koreans come here, like the GSL, whatever it's called, the round of four and the foreigner Korean battle. So it just ends up being really stacked.
Yeah, I mean, it's certainly kind of ridiculously stacked. 40 Koreans out of 72 players. On that topic, why do Koreans win so much?
They play more. They're better. Everything's more refined. They have build orders that you never see on NA or Europe. You have to always check replays. People don't do that, so the metagame is just always outdated, and they're always one step ahead.
So, I mean, is it literally just that they play more? Is it more hours spent playing the game, or is it more hours spent just in total of all StarCraft-related things in a day?
I mean, their practice is more efficient. They have a coach that helps them. They know the best ways to practice because of experience in previous games like Brood War and Warcraft, and they just have the best environment to play in.
All right, so a little bit closer to home then. You've been in the Complexity House for a while now, about like 5 or 6 months at this point. What do you feel is different from that environment, from, say, a Korean house environment, or you imagine a Korean house environment is like? I mean, I think a lot of people were really excited about some pro teams starting houses here in the States, that the players who are living in those houses for extended periods of time would achieve those sort of results. Yeah. Why do you feel that maybe hasn't been the case? Is it just not enough time yet?
It's a couple of reasons, to be honest. I think the biggest thing is foreign houses in general the environment isn't the same as a Korean house. If you think about a Korean house, you think about waking up, playing straight through the day, having somebody make all your food for you, having a coach telling you what you should be working on, keeping track of your stats, seeing what matchup is your worst, stuff like that. And it's just a much more professional environment. Foreign houses are still a work in progress. I don't think any foreign team really has a coach. I know Acer just got Sella, but there's not really a professional coach living with the team in, I don't think, any foreign team. So, except for maybe Fnatic, but that's basically a Korean team at this point. Yeah, we have to make our own food. We still want to go to the gym, stuff like that. It's a place that you can consistently practice, but it's still not the same environment.
Okay, so, I mean, if you were going to offer a word of advice to some of these foreign teams that want to maybe step up that level, it would be get a coach in there and take care of the players like the Koreans take care of their players, right?
Yeah, I think that's the next step forward for teams that want to actually have foreign players placing high in tournaments.
All right. Well, good words there from Sasquatch. Really insightful. So you've been in the Complexity House for a while, though. Do you have any funny stories? I mean, you've been living with these guys for like 5-6 months. Does Trimaster snore?
Trimaster snores like a wild animal. It's actually disturbingly loud. It's the loudest thing I've ever heard somebody make from their mouth when they're sleeping. I don't get it, but we have multiple rooms, but we had 3 people in a room just to avoid Trimaster because we don't want to. They'd rather sleep uncomfortably than sleep even worse with him in the room.
Okay, and the next question: How often does the average player in Complexity shower in the team house?
I shower every day, man. I keep myself fresh. Other people, I won't speak to their showering habits. I don't really monitor it too much. But I don't know, man. QXC is pretty lazy. I don't know how often he showers.
Are you saying QXC plays StarCraft all day and then goes out and works out and then doesn't shower?
Maybe. What do you think I'm saying? What do you think I'm saying?
I I don't know. You're saying he's lazy. Maybe that means he doesn't practice StarCraft and he doesn't go out into the gym and he just showers 100% of the time.
I don't think it means that. I think you had it right the first time.
All right. Well, anything else interesting that's happened at the Complexity House that we should know about?
Funny stories. On Halloween, we didn't have candy, so Ghost User gave everyone pizza who came to the door. That was pretty entertaining. I don't know. It's very interesting living with people who you've only seen on like interviews and stuff like that before, because I mean, I think pretty much every single pro gamer I've met. I mean, originally I was just somebody who watched StarCraft, right? So, and played a little bit, and then I kind of played more and got good enough to be at this point. But nobody acts like they do in interviews. People have like, you could like almost have a complete 180 different personality. Like, you would be so surprised how people act.
Do you act like you do in interviews?
No.
No? What's the real Gage like?
I don't know, man. Why don't you tell him?
The real Gage is like the interview Gage. Just like this is a green screen and a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah?
You're right?
Any shout outs you like to make, Gage?
Yeah. Complexity Gaming. Sick team. We didn't really have a good run this time. I mean, we all got knocked out first day, but this is like the most stacked tournament ever, so it's whatever. The academy is really sick too. You know the academy, right? Yeah. I think we're still the only team that really does that. I know Fnatic kind of has an academy, but it's not the same. And they're recruiting right now, so you should, if you want to, be baller and go to MLGs and be a Complexity player, maybe come live in the house, you should check that out. I think the TL thread will go up probably in the next couple days. It's on the Complexity website already, though. And of course, I want to thank my sponsors: Sound Blaster, Origin, PNY, Gamma Gamers, QPad, Crash the System, G8, Twitch. We have 6 sponsors.
You know them all, man.
Yeah, you should buy Sound Blaster headsets. They're really nice. Wireless ones, they're sick.
But if they're wireless, then you don't need the flips.
That is true. When I come here, I do need the wired one for the flip. The little thing. I don't know. We have sick jerseys too, if you haven't seen them. We got the flaps. We do have a belay cord in our pockets here for keys and for rock climbing, except not really the rock climbing part. I wouldn't recommend that. Don't do that.
QXC tried it once. It wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, no, it wasn't.
All right. I think that's going to wrap it up. This is Gwin here at IPL in Las Vegas, or maybe just in a studio with Sasquatch, signing out.